it's Nikbawker here. I'm building an arcade machine here in Washington State, and I just want to do a quick tutorial on these they aren't much lower cost, but they're readily available on eBay. These micro switches and how I've modified them and how I'm going to modify them for my machine. I'll give you an example here. This was my first mod right here. As you can see, I've taped that, but I've also stretched the spring inside of the switch. But anyway, right, it's a hair trigger now. It's pretty much as soon as it goes down, it articulates. Before, it was like, you can hear the difference. Okay, hear this one? Soft. And now that one. And you, on this one, you've got to press like pretty freaking hard compared to the other one. See that? To get it to click. What it is there's a little gap right there. I'm not gonna tape these other ones. I'm gonna try putting just a little bit of Permatex, doesn't matter what kind. I'm just trying to close that small gap there. And here's a blue one that I've also modified, but it has no Permatex on it yet. So this one's got no tape. You can almost hear the difference between that, although this one is a button that I bought for my car. I was going to have push button start. I haven't done that yet, but you could see the little arch there is different, so I don't know if that's just an older model or what, but they're pretty similar. Anyway, I really like the concave buttons. I started off with a Sanwa wood case, built out of free wood, softwood. So I've got a Sanwa stick with Sanwa buttons for my fight stick, but after using it a while, I think it's a little bit unnecessary. I'm still going to go square gate JLF Sanwa for the sticks, but on the buttons I really prefer the look and the feel of these guys. There is online two people, I think it's called Pressure Buttons. I'll throw the thumbnails up there. Pressure Buttons and Twisted Quarter, I think is the names on YouTube. They provide buttons in the US. Twisted Quarter's got the cherry switches, so I ordered some of those. I'm going to check those out. And I just wanted to throw this in here real quick. I just got these in the mail. These are the cherry Twisted Quarter buttons, and they're pretty good. Pretty good stock. You don't have to mod them. But I noticed one of them I put it on, it didn't have a gap, or the gap is not as much. But this one I could see a little gap, so I might do that mod, but the switch ain't bad. Feels pretty good. Anyway, we'll get to modifying this switch here. First, what you want to do is this part right here, lift that up just slightly. You don't want to break the nylon plastic. Just pull it and then push push right here and pull right here. Then this just splits apart. In theory, there it goes. Here's what the switch looks like. Take note of that. See if I can get it to focus a little better. This looks really blurry. There we go. That's better. So there's the switch. These BLEE switches, I believe they're called. They have a copper. Some of them have copper in there, and some don't. Well, the BLEEs I think are all copper. It's this little part that holds the spring to the other part is copper. Probably for conductivity. Anyway, you could see it requires quite the force to get that spring to buckle. So what you want to do, the first time you do this, you want to do it in a spot where you're not going to lose it, and I'm actually not in a spot where I'm not going to lose it, but just carefully take that out, and then take this spring and pull it a couple times until it feels just a little bit stretched. I think I got this one. I think that was enough. Yeah, it feels looser. You can go too far with it, and I did that on the orange one, and I ended up smashing it back down. Your mileage may vary, though. If you go too far, you may have to find a spring or cut the spring, or who knows. You know, they're pretty cheap, so you probably just buy another switch if you go too far. It'd be a good idea to keep an extra switch on hand, always one extra, so that way you're not missing a button or something. Okay, let's see here. Can't tell offhand. I'm gonna grab another button here. Oh, those don't have. I'm gonna grab another switch here, actually. Just a minute. Took all the switches out because I'm getting ready to install them. And you don't want that stupid ring on there when you're getting ready to install the buttons. Okay, it feels less. Oh yeah, it's about half. I don't know if you can hear the difference. Weak, strong. I don't know if I went far enough with that one. I'll have to plug it in and try it. Let me get this ring off of there. Can't put them down in the wood with the ring on them. So those need to come off as soon as you buy them. Oh, and when you're putting it back on, put it in that one. Just same way you took it off. Lift that up, slide it. Boom. Okay. Where was that hard switch? What happened to that? Oh, That's right, I just modified that one. Let's see. Nope, I didn't go far enough on that one. And I think... No, these are both pretty close. They're pretty consistent. I thought it was far enough. Okay, I definitely felt it stretch that time. Actually, it may have went too far. We'll try and put it back in and see. This gives your buttons a pretty close performance to Sanwa. It's sitting in the right spot. Let's see. This one's going to be really hair trigger if it... Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is my lightest one yet. And it still works. I'm just... That feels lighter than a... feels like I'm pressing like 30 grams of force. It's lighter than a cherry red keyboard switch. It's really light, man. Alright. Let's stick it in. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, it's probably about where the orange one's at. Yep, it's exactly on with the orange one. So this, wow, that feels amazing. It's even lighter than the orange one. So it's a little bit inconsistent right now, but I'm probably going to re-stretch this other blue one just a little bit if I can. And I think you could still... Yeah, they may not click as fast, but it still seems like it's going up about just as fast. What you're mostly doing is you're adjusting the resistance. Alright, now for the paste. Okay, this long side is where the switch is at because the hole closer always goes in the short one, so the switch ends up on this side on the BLEEs. So we'll have to put the glue or whatever material you end up using. I'm gonna try Permatex to close the gap. You're gonna want it on the long side. And if you get it on the wrong side, you can take this plunger out and flip. Yeah, that's really sticky. That'll be great if I can get it thick enough in the correct spot. I don't know how durable the Permatex will be. This is a pretty durable version of it though. Ultra black. It's got metal in it. That's enough. Just 2 little drops on a Q-tip. There, you can kind of see I've added about the thickness of the gap there. Hopefully. Wanted to elaborate real quickly on the switches. To kind of show you the range, this one here is pretty much a max. This is as soft as you can get it with it still actuating properly. When you see how it's kind of level, let's see, it's a little bit loose there. It's kind of more level in there. When the spring is real tight, when you first pull it out, it'll be like that, and the spring will be shorter. So we've extended the length to get it kind of more level. It's still just barely pulling it. And here's kind of this one's probably more perfect in length. It's not all the way up like when you first pull it out. Like when you first pull it out, it'll be about that short. Focus. Can't get it to focus. Anyway, they'll be more upright like that, so you'll know when you've stretched it, it's appropriately, it should be about like that. And when you first pull them out, they'll be sticking way up and they'll be tighter. When you're pulling it, you want to just pull. I'm not going to pull this one because it's already done, but just don't pull too hard for too long. Take it slowly, keep checking it, and that'll get you a good result like this one. This one here, I pulled a little too far, but it still works, and it's got a good result as well. I had to smash this one back down by taking the spring all the way out and just using my fingers to smash it. You could probably use certain kind of pliers to do it. It'd be real tricky though if your fingers can't handle it. Anyway, I'll let that dry and I'm sure it'll be good. If not, I'll keep adding more till it's about as thick as the tape. I really don't have that much tape on where the contact's at, about 1 or 2 layers maybe of black duct tape. Anyway, peace out. That's it.